make the game how you want, and then maybe put, difficulty options.
Yeah.
Mine comes down to difficulty options. I think that's a perfectly acceptable and should be normalized action just for accessibility alone.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I understand you want a hard, difficult game that's not meant for everyone, but you can also have like everyone play your game pretty easily by just putting difficulty options. I understand that people get all hurt when there's a difficulty option, but
well, that's the thing.
Pointed out before, you don't have to play it.
Right? I don't think people need to be getting hurt that there is a difficulty option. I think that's the least of your concern, because that gives different options to different people. Like you said, you don't have to do the lower difficulty. But I do kind of understand having a game released, having it at this level of difficulty where you're like, oh, this is perfect. This is the sort of platformer that I wanted, because it's, super difficult. It takes really precise controls. It's something that I really want to get good at, right? Yeah. And then to have that taken away, especially when it comes to enemies that you're like, don't feel like they were very difficult to begin with. That I can understand how that can impact someone's view of the game.
Well, yeah.
I don't know if I agree with it.
Like I said, I think you could have just made people happier by probably just doing a difficulty.
Yeah, exactly. That's all they did.
Is my point.
I'm not sure why they didn't.
They didn't have to go through this huge balance patch. And all you really had to do, I mean, I guess you would have made people angry, because now all of a sudden you're basically telling them, oh, you're not good enough to play this mode. You have to drop it down in difficulty.
Right. You're gonna get people are gonna bitch and moan either which way. But I feel like would have appeased the most amount of people was having that difficulty slider. There are a lot of other fixes though that they did release. But there's other like they made it easier with getting rewards and stuff like that from fights. So yeah, we'll see. But I don't know. I think honestly, I think they should just put it back to how it was.
That no game can escape criticism.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I think they should put it back. There's a mod for now. They should go and tell people about the mod until they can get a full difficulty slider put in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That gets shunned upon and stuff, but it doesn't make any sense to me why it would get shunned upon.
Yeah.
But what do I know?
Yeah, it's one of those things. But yeah. Moving on.
Let me pull it up. I got Doom. I got Doom brained. According to some reports, Valve seems to be blocking mature themed games from early access release.
I did hear about this, but I didn't read the article.
Yeah. Apparently, a developer or a creator of a raunchy RPG went to go, try and do an early access thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they shared a screen cap and a shared message from Steam's submission, which said, your app failed our review because we're unable to support the early access model of development for a game with mature themes. Please resubmit your app. It is ready to launch without early access.
Mm-hmm.
So they seem to have cut back on early access adult games.
I mean, with the state of the payment stuff, it unfortunately makes sense, right? Like,
yeah, this does seem to be just following on that ground.
Yeah, like
which is a whole nother issue because the companies don't want to take any like responsibility for it. Like either one. Steam says they're doing what Microsoft or what MasterCard's terms of service say. MasterCard saying they're not trying to limit any game sales. So at this point, none of them are really commenting. Rock, paper, and scissors for the article that I have here did say that they reached out and have yet to, as of writing, it was 10 days and they had yet to receive any comment back, which isn't necessarily unusual.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's the state of doing mature games right now as a indie developer is pretty shitty. Yeah, I think at this point, like, you can't.
Not that I play those games, so it doesn't really affect me all that much, but I do still think it's a pity.
Yeah. No, because I mean, I think, you should be able to explore what you want in your games that you're creating.
Yeah, well, I don't think credit card companies should be able to say what's morally right for everybody.
Yeah,
and what they can spend their money on based on that. I mean, there is like they need to uphold an image themselves or whatever, but that's honestly that hardly affects what other people buy. Hardly affects your image as a company,
Yeah, I mean, I get if they don't want to, though. I understand that, as a payment processor or any sort of company, if that's not something you want to support, then okay, that's totally your right. It just feels like, why isn't there a payment processor out there who is supporting it? And I understand that they're feared. These payment processors, their big problem is
payment processors have to go through like federal regulations, and when you're talking like when it comes to stuff like that, I think that becomes the difference of what you morally want to do and what you should have to do to run in that sort of business.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't think you should be able to limit what people buy because you don't believe it. When you're funded by the government, who that stuff should be free and available.
I don't know how the funding happens with the payment processor or whatever. So, but here's the thing. Like, I understand where these payment processors are coming from is that they're saying that there's you're promoting something on a website, on a platform that's primarily for kids. I shouldn't say primarily for kids, but it primarily attracts kids, right? And so there's a concern about having
debatable.
that mixed. No,
on Steam's own thing, it seems like most of its platform users are above 18.
Well, but see, this is again something that you can't really know, right? Because we don't have anything in place across the board that says, oh, you have to accurately say what your age is. There's no way to check that. It's the same issue with when you're looking at Roblox. There's nothing there that says like, okay, yes, we know this is how many underage versus how many 18 and older users there are, because there's no way to check that right now. Which is interesting. There's stuff actually coming out technology wise that might be shifting that to like a safe
how
way.
Accurate it is, but it does like have like semi-metrics because it asks you about your birthday.
Yeah, but anybody can put in whatever they want.
Gotta have that.
I never put in my correct birthday because it's easier to scroll to something. Like I'm often reporting I'm much older.
Not all the metrics are going to be like completely accurate, and not to point to them like entirely is my point, but like especially considering their response, the way that they want to start handling it is through credit card. Having a credit card on your account will signify that you're an adult.
No, but again, no, it doesn't, because parents put the credit card onto the account,
and at that point,
kids
that's
take
them
their parents' credit cards. Like, yeah, but I'm saying that is not an accurate.
You're never
reflection.
going to have a perfect system, though. Someone's going to find.
No, I'm not saying
You're never
that.
going to have this absolute perfect system.
No, I'm not saying that.
So
I'm just saying it's
like
not.
The ways you can cheat, I don't think is a viable thing. You need to have some form of metric, and I do feel that a credit card is a like valid way of doing that. It's not going to be 100% accurate, and yeah, there's going to be parents who allow their kids to have that, and that comes down to parents, really.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know a lot of parents who are just going to allow their child to have it. There is like the stolen credit card thing, but parents can deal with that when that comes up on their side.
Yeah,
they will find out.
Hopefully.
They're gonna notice for the most part.
I mean, as long as
you go overboard.
There's some parents though, like, especially if they're parents that have money,
Well, look, yeah. There's always going to be an exception. There's always going to be somebody who finds a loophole or a way around it. You're never going to have a perfect system.
Yeah.
But it's also less intrusive than me having to take an online photo or send that in, or send a photo of my ID.
Well, there's interesting.
Having a credit card on there is like something I already have. A lot of accounts already have a linked credit card.
There's interesting stuff that's coming out though, where people are looking at these companies. There's one right now where they're using this technology to verify your age, but they do explicitly say, like, yes, even though we don't hold on to your information for advertising purposes or anything like that, because of the nature of the way their business is run, they, like, if you are accused of something and they get subpoenaed for your information, they do have to hand that over to the government. But
at least they're being honest about that fact.
But they are looking, because there's some new stuff that Apple and Google are trying to get pushed out, and the requirements of these new standards that are coming out would mean that you would have to have your information completely private while still being able to verify your age. So if that comes about, that'll be cool. I know it's still a ways off, but hopefully. So I think that could be good. In the meantime,
I feel like Steam's implementation of having needing a credit card for age verification on their side, I think for them is a wise business decision and makes sense. It's not perfect.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is that, like, bottom line here is that Valve they don't have control over this right now. And so honestly, what they're doing by not letting these games do early access, like, it's saving them headache in the long run of being delisted or something worse to come. Having funds that you thought that were yours may be taken away, because payment processors can do that if they find there's things that are against their terms of service, right? So it's something that I think is actually something that Valve should be doing, again, to just save developers a headache down the line until the rest of the payment stuff gets figured out. And maybe a better payment processor comes through.
It feels like kind of like an unfortunate thing.
Oh, it is 100%.
I don't. It's weird though that like it's only to early access.
Well,
Like it's not just limiting those game sales. It did that stuff, and did the whole credit card thing. But now to not like let those go into early access, I think is kind of odd.
well, but if you can't put your game on, like if it's not allowed to be sold onto the platform anyways, then why would you have the ability to put it in
My guess
early
is
access?
that it comes down to the fact that it's early access, and that usually means that not all the content is there, and so they can't verify what content might be added.
Yeah, but if you're saying that it has mature content, which I believe you're required to do when you sign up for early access or even developing, then they're going based off of that, right?
Yeah.
So
I don't know. It's interesting. It's unfortunate.
yeah.
We have no clear definition because currently there's no proper response from any of them on this situation, at least.
Yeah. Next up, I got Pacific Drive.
Yeah.
See the expansion Whispers in the Woods launching.
Yeah.
When's the date? February, right? No. That's when it launched. It launched in February 2024. So it's been out for a minute. It's gonna launch by the end of the year. I don't know if did they say a date? I thought they did.
I don't know if they did or not.
It looks like it's gonna be horror themed. It looks super interesting.
It's
like
scary.
Yeah.
They said in the interview, they like, for the original part, it was, a little mysterious and stuff like that, but everyone said that it was kind of spooky and stuff, so they're leaning into the spooks.
Yeah. I'm glad they're doing that. That's a good choice. That's a very good choice. The spooks is good. I do need to pick up this game. Did you finish your playthrough? I can't recall.
I don't know if I ever did on stream, but I have made it through the exclusion zone once.
I need to pick up this game because it was a lot of fun watching you play through.
It's a fun game. It was quite an enjoyable game.
Yeah. So yeah, that's launching later this year. I actually don't see a date in this article, so so yeah, hopefully that date gets dropped soon though.
Yeah, I think that'll be exciting.
Oh yeah.
I guess since we're on like release date stuff, Hades 2 is dropping out of early access here this month on the 25th. So it'll be going to full release, which is pretty exciting. I've already reinstalled it. I played quite a bit of it when it was in early access, like early access, and had quite a bit of fun, and then have just held off and waited to play the next bit, so that I can enjoy the full thing at launch.
Yeah.
Instead of playing like randomly for all its little updates, I figured I'd just played it, got my kick of checking out the new one, and then wait for full release, as I typically like to do. So yeah, that'll be fun. The 25th.
Yeah.
Of this month.
Cross saves between Nintendo Switch and Switch 2. That's cool. All the things.
They are good at all the things. What else you got?
What else do I have? Hey, Sky Oblivion. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a thing that
I
was.
remember Sky Oblivion.
Yeah, it's a thing that's supposed to happen. Well,
They keep saying they're real close.
yeah. So it's supposed to. Their target is a 2025 release date. They haven't given a date. There's developers that are now leaving the project because they're saying, "Oh, they're pushing this too fast. There's crunch time now," and basically, the official Sky Oblivion team has said, "We understand that developers are they're looking at the game in different ways because we're kind of like almost a charity sort of project, right? Like these people, they're donating their time. They're not getting paid. And so
Compensated.
yeah, they're not getting compensated. And so they're volunteers. That's what I was looking for.
I'm sure there's something
words
of
are
like,
hard.
if the game does well, they'll be able to get compensated.
Yeah. Well, I
I
don't
think.
I don't recall if they're releasing it. I thought they were releasing it for free, but it's like donations, right? Like you can donate to them. Don't quote me on that, but I remember that I thought that that's what the original plan was. Now, basically, they're saying their goal still stands for 2025. If they don't think they're going to make that, they will let people know. But at this point, whatever the term "finished" is, that means different things to different people. But they have what they have in mind.
I think of a person from Finland when I think of someone who's Finnish.
Smart ass.
Fair assumption.
So that's what it can mean to some people.
And that's true. That's very true. I think that's what it means to. Oh wait, I was gonna look.
Oh, that's
up.
what it means to me.
So yeah, I think it's something where it's like, listen, this is a volunteer team. Let them do what they're gonna do. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if it's good. We'll see if it's fun. But maybe don't expect a AAA style or level of polish. You know, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, expect like better than that.
Hopefully.
Quintuple A.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. I think it's going to be. It
Don't let
might
other
get pushed
people's
back again.
expectations hold you back.
Yeah, I think it's going to get pushed back because they are having some developers leave because of these disagreements. So, but
Yeah, we'll see. I guess it really depends on how far along they were to begin with already, right?
yeah. So, we'll see.
Sounds like just a bunch of whiny devs to me. I'm just kidding.
Is that what that sound is?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Why not?
Why not, indeed. All right, what you got?
Let's see. Okay, that's all. That Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, Naughty Dog's new game that they announced recently, is shaping up to be probably their most expensive game, and it's definitely their most expansive in their words.
Most
They
expensive.
have a pretty star-studded cast, which is probably upping the cost of this game.
Yeah.
Probably exponentially so.
Oh yeah, that's not cheap. Unless you get somebody to do it for a cup of coffee, because they're cool.
So yeah, they was like big names on it. Who are the big names that were on it? I know I saw something. Okay, yeah. Big names including Taiti Gabriella from the Uncharted movie. and Kumail Nanjiani.
Okay.
There's a man named Colin Graves. Don't expect anything till 2027 for this game. So yeah, I don't know. It seems fun. It seems like a cool game. The game's got a so far in a video, the CEO of Sony Entertainment America, Sean Layden, had said that the game has exceeded 200 million.
That's a lot.
A lot of money. Yeah. It's a fuck ton of money.
Yeah. Holy cow.
Again, I'm sure part of that is the cast.
Yeah, that's
Probably a big part. And then
that's
advertising's probably going to be another huge chunk of it. Because they do seem to be pinning quite a bit on. This does come from Naughty Dog, makers of The Last of Us and the Uncharted series. So they have a lot of clout behind them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, Monopoly Go apparently beats them out by a shit ton, so.
Makes sense.
Yeah, there's like what? According to this Wikipedia list that I found, there's only about 5 or 6 games that are more expensive. Were more expensive to make. It includes marketing in some of these as well, so. Jesus, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane. Same price of games.
Actually, so they have on here adjusted for inflation stuff too. Final Fantasy VII today would have been about 284 million. Crazy.
Well, that game was made for like a long ass time.
Well, and
there's a pretty big gap between 6 and 7.
Well, their marketing campaign, which I mean, I remember all sorts of commercials.
It was everywhere.
Absolutely everywhere. It was
Sony paid for a big part of that because it was a big push to try and get people to buy the PlayStation.
Yeah, right.
And it worked.
Oh, it totally worked.
I bought it for the PC though. I had a PC.
Me too, actually.
It came in that like paper book.
Yeah, the paper book. Yep. I remember that. Well, what was cool is that it had the tall instruction booklet.
Yeah.
So that was cool because it was like, oh, my artwork's bigger.
Yeah. That's what I rubbed into to my friend at the time. He got that one. He showed me his little box case. I was like, oh, that's cute. Check this.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The trailer that they showed, or like the one trailer I've seen of it, looked really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what to expect from it, but it looks better than Starfield.
Yeah. I mean, how low do you want to set the bar?
Starfield was an absolute perfect game. From everyone, all accounts.
All accounts, yep. No complaints, no notes. It'll go down in history.
No one had anything bad to say about it.
Never. I didn't hear anything bad. Did you hear anything bad?
I didn't ever hear anything bad. Except for all this shit that I talked about it.
Oh, yeah, I do remember hearing that, yeah. Oh, and you and everyone else.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there was also everyone else.
Yeah. All right.
But it was all my idea. I led the charge on that.
I got one more thing here. Andy Pitchford says it's impossible for Borderlands 4 players to break the game server this weekend and has challenged them to try.
Oh, I think this is hilarious.
Right? That's silly.
I feel like they'll do it without even trying.
I think. Well, no, I think this has never been a more blatant, like, hey, come play our game this weekend, please.
Right? I agree.
because of how, like,
the way
it
he
has not
words
been
it.
off to a great start. Let's
I hear it's not doing bad, though, right?
Borderlands has had a rough launch.
Yeah.
I have other articles on it, which I'll bring up since we're talking about Borderlands.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But Randy saying this, I've just never heard a more clear and blatant, hey, please come play my game this weekend.
He's just trying to get more, because I don't think they're doing as hot as they want to do, probably, especially for the money that they spent. It doesn't sound like they're doing quote unquote bad, but again, it's probably below expectations.
What's their highest selling Steam Borderlands today?
Oh, really?
Yeah. This is also in regards that the last one wasn't released on Steam for a while.
Yeah.
So there is that.
Yeah, that's true.
At my Borderlands stuff, besides him being just Randy being stupid Randy.
Hold on, before you get to that, I just wanted to note here one other quote that they've said in this article from him was apparently, I guess this came from Gearbox, so I don't know if it's specifically from Randy, but they said, please note that anytime you change any of your graphic settings, your shaders will need to recompile. Please keep playing for at least 15 minutes to see how your PC's performance has changed.
There is actually some merit to that statement.
No, there 100% is, but it's one of those things where it's like...
It is a silly statement when everyone's having such big issues. Though.
Yeah, like...
that's almost as good as Rivals being like, well, just update your graphics card.
Well, I think that the issue with them is because they can see who's been updating their graphics card and who haven't, right? Like, you can pull that information. And I bet you 9 times out of 10 when people are submitting bug reports to them, they're seeing most people are not upgrading their graphics card because people don't.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that for Rivals,
but it wasn't fixing the issue. Is my point. But I had upgraded my graphics card.
Well, your
definitely
issue,
not the problem I had.
Yeah, exactly. The graphics card wasn't the issue, but it was still it was still the shit in your computer. It wasn't their fault, right?
I mean, it did almost break my game. Or it did happen every time with that game specifically.
Well, yeah, because it's not a greatly optimized game. So yeah, it was ramping up your system, and it was just getting too hot. So
the performance has gotten much better after a number of updates and stuff. I will.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Actually, so I updated my drivers, and all of my issues in Marvel Rivals disappeared. So I shouldn't say all of them. There's still like weird graphical bugs that happen every now and then. So yeah, there's definitely a level of like, yeah, this is true. You should wait until the shaders finish compiling, which takes more and more resources now on modern games, because they don't optimize these things very well anymore for whatever reason, because they can, I guess.
Because they can.
Yeah. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like it feels like they're just trying to get people appeased, right?
Well, they put out on that like same type of subject of that message and trying to fix some of the issues, they did put out a little like settings guide for NVIDIA
That's good.
graphics.
I appreciate those actually.
To put into the NVIDIA app. So I haven't done that, which maybe I should, given a few of the hiccups I've had, although some of it is not my graphic related. But that might be worth giving a shot. And they have, like, I know it's not what everyone wants. It's not as much as everyone wants, but at least it's something.
No, and I think those are really helpful because honestly, that is literally what I search for in like if I'm having any issue with a video game. One of the first things that I'll search it through Reddit is, you know, here's my CPU and my graphics card. Like, what settings should I apply for optimal performance? And I'll go find whatever seems to be reasonable, and give that a test. And a lot of the times, there's like one setting in particular that I haven't changed to something because it doesn't seem like that would be the right setting to change, but it ends up being something that greatly improves performance. So yeah, I think if they have a guide like that, I think that's a really good start, and I wish games would do that more, like even if it's just for the more popular cards, you know, as long as it's just a little bit of something. I think that's a good move. That being said, though,
it did lead to a fairly rough launch for them.
Yeah,
they launched with mostly negative reviews from the performance. I will say, I think personally, I think a little bit of it was a little overblown.
Continue.
But I understand getting mad, and not to like diminish their feelings on it, on like being upset. But my performance issues haven't been too terrible, and I'm not.
Yeah.
That's again just anecdotal and not completely fair.
Yeah.
But I do feel like it took a long time for Borderlands 3 to get up to being able to run at 60 frames constantly. And this one seems to be kind of running in that same... It seems to have the same sort of like rough launch that Borderlands 3 had, where there was a number of hiccups. I remember when Borderlands 3 launched, I had it like crash on me. So I was one of those people who had the game crash. So it seems to be kind of, unfortunately, following right along with what normally happens with them.
Yeah. Well,
which brings up a whole nother topic, which I actually thought was an interesting subject in itself. I saw an article. I don't think I posted it in our show notes, but I'd seen an article that was talking... Is it better to be a patient gamer? From PC Gamer, the article was, is it better to be a patient gamer, or is playing a new game at launch just too enticing? This comes off of...
I think it depends. Honestly. Depends on your interest for the game. Like, how hyped are you? Right?
Yeah, I mean, this always comes down to the it's okay to be hyped, but maybe don't get overhyped.
Yeah. I think
especially since the game industry has clearly laid their foot down when it comes to like these big titles. There's so many of them that keep, failing,
disappointing,
or having a really rough launch due to a number of issues, Helldivers included. Yeah. All these games release. These bigger games too release and have such an issue. with performance, and that's hard across the board. I get it, especially with how many different PC builds and stuff there can be, which is one reason PC performance always seems to be one of the bigger issues when it comes to releases.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's difficult to tell. I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm not going to stop myself about being excited if I'm excited about something, if something looks good. I don't try to tone myself down, even though I probably should. Because I feel like usually when I am really excited about something, I end up being pleasantly surprised.
Also, I feel that I have like a healthy understanding of expectation.
Yeah, and I think that has to do with
that way when it with No Man's Sky, and that first came out. I think I understood that was like a super small company, and the stuff that they showed was probably not as realistic as they would want us to believe it was.
Well, I mean, I still have a big problem with that launch because, I mean,
a lot of that
straight up lying is pretty bad.
A lot of that I don't think was like intentionally purposed or like trying to be deceitful. Sean Murray, who had never done, he talked about this way later on, after the whole fact and stuff, who had never done like press conferences for his game and stuff like that, just went into doing the complete new moves of stating everything you wanted in the game instead of stating everything you currently had in the game.
Yeah, but the problem here was releasing it still saying that there was that full multiplayer. That's the problem.
No, there was. I'm not taking away from people's lies on that game because there were a number of them. But I do chalk down those lies as not being nefarious or purposefully deceitful, but being naive on what you should and shouldn't say when your game has such an audience. You know? Because they came from such a smaller scale. And now look at them. They've done right by everybody.
Yeah. Indeed.
It made us so proud. Gearbox also had to respond to terms of service stuff and state that they do not use spyware in its game. I think comes up every time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no. I mean, it's there used to be a practice. I feel like it's gone away. On websites in particular that would come up with here's a too long didn't read version of the terms of service. We do not sell your information. That was the big thing. There's that sort of stuff should be more in practice because people they don't want to take the time to read it. I mean,
that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
and a lot of it is not nearly as important as
to
the game.
Yeah, a lot of it is literally like, yes, we have to collect your information because we need your information to let you play the game.
It's more shocking if you don't pay attention to those and then you read one after a while and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, exactly.
Most of this is in all of them that you sign.
Yeah, even if you don't understand why they need some of this stuff, which most people don't. But they don't understand we collect your data to have on our servers. It's as simple as we need your IP address, we need the data from the game coming in, your birth date and stuff like that, just to for sometimes simple stuff, payment processing, things like that. If people don't understand that, they can definitely get scared really quick, which is totally understandable. But I wish these companies would just put out a TLDR version, make it plain and simple.
Yeah.
But at least they responded.
Yeah.
to clear it up. So
It's just silly. I think these are kind of silly every time they do pop up. I was like, have you never read a terms of service agreement?
yeah.
We sign away quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We've given away a lot, okay? And some of it, most of it makes sense.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's for protection for them. So if you look at it from that perspective, a lot of it makes even more sense.
Yep. Well, yeah, some of it's just that they have to state, again, the legal obvious of like, yes, you have to give us the permission to hand over this basic information that we need to get the game running for you, right?
Yeah.
I have no more notes, so this is all you from here.
Okay, well, I mean, that was... that was all I got for Borderlands news stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I just have two more things before we do, I guess...
Two more things. Oh, okay. Before we do the Nintendo stuff.
Nintendo thing, yeah. Nintendo filed for a patent here in the U.S.
Yeah.
Kind of, according to some. This article is actually pretty interesting from PC Gamer. They talked to video game patent lawyer Kirk Sigman about Nintendo, who was granted a U.S. patent for a patent that covers riding and flying systems similar to those that have been criticized in the Palworld lawsuit. But they also got another big one, which was a patent on summoning and battling characters in the United States, with alarmingly little resistance to getting it.
Oh, yeah.
People have pointed out how terrible these are. Sigmund and some of his responses to it was broadly, I don't disagree with many online complaints about these Nintendo patents. They have been an embarrassing failure of the U.S. patent system. Speaking about how Nintendo keeps using those patents to sue smaller creators.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. The problem here is definitely, at least when it comes to these U.S. patents, the patent system's not great. They're swamped. These companies put in so many patents, they don't have enough time to review them all. This usually comes down to a sort of appeals process where either it goes to court and the patent is invalidated, or I guess there's some way that you can, if you're looking over a patent, you can report it and say, this is not, you need to reconsider, you need to take your time to look at this. Because it seems like right now, a lot of patents that go through the patent system, they're just rubber stamped and said, okay. Like,
yeah,
we'll look at it
that's
later.
part of what Simon points to.
Yeah.
Back when the Palworld thing happened, PC Gamer had talked to him before and had said that there were 387 patents, and last week 397 represent procedural irregularities in the decision making of the U.S. patent officials, and those irregularities, Nintendo has yet, because of those irregularities, Nintendo has yet more tools to bully its competitors. in regarding those 387 patents, Sigmund told PC Gamer that they got a bit of pushback, but barely. Like there was barely anything stopping them.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe someone poking up and saying, "Hey, maybe they own too much," and that's it. Like, yeah, this just and in response, it just gives Nintendo more ways to sue other developers.
Yeah, I mean they won't. I think, you know, when it comes to the flight mechanic, when it comes to this mechanic, there's too much precedent for it to be like, yeah, it's not going to stand up in court. A lot of the times you'll see smaller developers will apply for these patents, and that's just sort of to protect themselves from other companies, you know, or even medium-sized companies. Usually bigger companies, they'll keep their hands off as kind of like an understanding in their industry.
Well, yeah, I mean, so Sigmund again was talking somewhat about this situation too, where he says like a lot of the cases that came up were just assuming the claims were too narrow or specific to be really evaluating too closely.
Mm-hmm.
And that he said, you know, strongly disagrees with this result because obviously some of these claims are just shouldn't have been allowed if examined at any level of detail.
Yeah, this is a problem across every industry when it comes to patents.
The people behind it don't know enough about the industry to actually come up with a...
Yeah, well, I mean, think about how hard it can be. Like, I don't know what sort of tools that they have. Hopefully they're getting better. This is something where AI could probably really help out these people who review patents so that they can search things better from their own databases. But cataloging all those old patents is going to be a difficult task in and of itself. But that's the problem, is that they probably have at least some tool that'll let them search for something similar, and if nothing similar comes up immediately, then, like I said, it probably just gets rubber stamped. Okay, cool. Nothing immediate came up. Because again, I don't think any other company has ever tried to patent anything like these systems, because they've been in use by so many companies, so many gaming companies for so long. They are not new ideas. Again, I will be the first to say that when it comes to the Pokeball mechanic, that I can give Nintendo, because even though it seems obvious today, I can't name any other game that had anything even close to like that before Nintendo did it.
No, I mean, Digimon had those, like, the digital things.
Yes, Digital Monsters.
Yeah.
It was the game.
They were, like, specific. You had to find those, like, basically Tamagotchis.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Like, we've seen a similar mechanic. We've seen this summoning mechanic to fight sub-characters plenty of times, you know?
Yeah.
Even in old school text games, you had stuff like that. Being able to ride a creature, again, super straightforward. It's a tale as old as time.
That shouldn't even be able to be patented.
Yeah. So,
are you kidding me? Riding something, riding a creature should not be able to be patented. That
yeah,
something that general, right? Like,
yeah,
to me that's like patenting walking.
I mean, it's
like patenting a walking,
yeah, right,
mechanic.
Yeah. It's so basic,
and being like, yeah, now that's mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you just ruined game.
Well, again, it's one of these things where I don't think it'll stand up in court. The issue here is that people will be taken to court. I shouldn't say could be taken to court, and that could hurt that company. You know, especially if Nintendo tries to file for an injunction for them to not be able to sell their game while it gets figured out. Like, that's not going to hurt Nintendo. It's only going to hurt the smaller developer.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. It's shitty, and this is just a problem with the patent system. The copyright and the patent system here in the United States, probably all across the world, it needs to be reformed. It's not doing good for people. Not doing good for smaller businesses. It's only helping bigger companies.
Yep. It is. We got to do better.
Mm-hmm.
Next, Good Old Games shared their thoughts on preservation in the face of payment processor crackdowns.
Yeah.
Which we were talking about earlier. I guess I could have brought this up with that. But I didn't. So deal with it.
Slacker.
When asked during an interview with Automation, Good Old Games senior PR rep, Piotr, I don't know how to pronounce that last name, had this to say. At Good Old Games, as a platform devoted to good old games and video game preservation, we see it as a preservation issue. Every year, many games are disappearing, and for various reasons. Every game that disappears from distribution is potentially lost to game preservation efforts. It is particularly worrying when games are potentially vanishing due to external pressure. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's a thing.
No, that was most of their statement, you know. In the same interview, Good Old Games talked about curating their storefront and how they're pretty picky. Not every game that gets submitted to them will be accepted. They select titles based on quality, relevance, alignment, and or alignment with their values and audience. So, yeah, developers who are serious about game preservation, who care about that sort of stuff, could definitely find a place there. But yeah, it's good to see bigger companies talk about it, and just more reason that Good Old Games is a really good. If you're into game preservation, I would definitely suggest doing the Good Old Games launcher. They have a pretty solid launcher and stuff.
Yeah, just when it comes to compatibility alone.
And you can get it to be able to pick up your Steam games and stuff rather easily. So it can be your all-in-one. And a great way to support them. I don't actually use it, but it is a good way to support them.
Yeah.
I think that's all I got, except for having watched the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
Which was fun, I guess. It made me think that it would be kind of fun to do like watch parties thing, or we'll watch and react to directs and whatnot when we can. Do something there. I don't know. It was all right.
And the problem is that when directs come on, I'm usually at work, so
that's mostly my problem too. Honestly, it'd probably have to be like a react together, but not live with it.
Yeah, right.
Let's watch it together and have our reactions. That could be fun to do sometime.
Yeah, for sure.
either way, there was some exciting things, I thought. One of the smaller of which I thought it was really cool that the Switch 2 is going to be getting Resident Evil Village, Resident Evil 7, and Resident Evil Requiem.
Mm-hmm.
So they're bringing in that little trilogy.
Right.
Which is exciting. The new Resident Evil looks awesome in my book. And the last two were pretty great. I thought 7 was really good, and Village felt a lot like Resident Evil 4 to me.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And had some great villains, except for you were hunting werewolves this time.
I do need to play those. Werewolves?
Werewolves?
Their wolf.
Werewolf.
Their castle.
Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, Hyrule Warriors.
Hyrule Warriors was really cool. I like those Hyrule Warriors games.
Yep. I mean, they did show that off before, but what?
Yeah, I think it's really cool. This one being set in the like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, I think we just got a date, right?
We got a release date.
Yeah.
Which is why I brought it up, because there was a release date.
November 6th.
November 6th.
I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, no, the cool thing is that this is like canon, right? So that'll be cool to see.
Yeah, I think it's the first one that will be, right?
Yeah, the other ones weren't canon.
The last two Hyrule Warriors games were just fun, silly offshoots.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a great idea, honestly. Like, these games that maybe, they're not these epic fighting games. Like, yeah, let's throw these characters into a different style of game. One that's, I mean, and like, say what you will about, what's the source material?
Dynasty Warriors?
There you go, Dynasty Warriors. Say what you will about that. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you just hit the same buttons over and over again. Yeah, it's
but
cool.
I also get to watch a counter of how many people I've killed.
Right?
Did you not notice that?
Yeah.
Does that not trigger
okay.
that dopamine drip to you when you've killed 5,000 guys and
you
you're
don't
like,
have to play it. It's cool. If that's not your thing, you don't have to play it. But
I've always liked the Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah,
I understand people's like, oh, they're just the same game again and again.
Yeah,
but I'm okay with that.
Yeah, me too.
They're fun.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And the Hyrule Warriors have been like really good.
Yeah, they have they
have so
abilities
much.
That
I remember the first one. I still have yet to beat like everything in the first one. There's so much there, and I put in well over a couple hundred hours into it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I mean, I have all the characters unlocked, but there's all those like extra maps and stages, and
there's so much. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if this one will have that much. I hope it does.
I'm sure it will. It seems like they've been working on it for a while, and having it under the
I worry that it wouldn't, just because of how it's officially tying into timeline.
Well, I think that's probably why they're doing that stuff. They're probably taking their time to make sure that it's as full featured, while still being able to fit into the timeline.
True. And another big one, we got a release date for Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah.
And Samus has a motorcycle.
Yes.
If you didn't get to watch that trailer, it
looks very good.
I didn't see a Samus motorcycle trailer.
You didn't? It was she rides in on a motorcycle at the beginning of the trailer.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm into that.
Fuck, I can't wait. Metroid Prime is such a good series, and I've been waiting a long time for 4. I'm glad that it's gonna hit Switch, so that I'll at least be able to play it. I don't have a Switch too, so.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm glad that they're like doing so much support for the Switch. I know some people have been complaining about it, but I think it's cool.
I appreciate it. I don't have a Switch 2, so
Here
please
it is.
keep letting me play it. Those three were the big ones that I were into. Those are my top three.
Well, I want to run down the list. We don't have to talk in depth about any of these, but the bigger highlights here. New Mario movie has gotten a title, Super Mario Galaxy. Count me in, because the Mario Galaxy games were some of my favorites. They were just so well done. And introducing Rosalina, she was a really cool character, and then the theories behind her, and all the stuff. They were just good games. Maybe it's also because I just like space, so it's cool stuff.
They were fun.
Yeah,
Mario Galaxies were really fun.
they were really fun. I had a blast with them. They're definitely up there on the list. I don't know where I'd place them. That's difficult. I'd have to go through all of them and see. But yeah, with that, Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2 bundle, that's coming to Switch and Switch 2 on October 2nd. It's gonna be $70. Pause for effect, I guess.
$70.
Yeah, they did announce it's gonna be $70. I do think
Fucking
like
fuck.
those games, they're worth $35 a piece, especially if they're doing HD upgrades to them and stuff like that. Like, that's not the worst in the world.
Okay, so you get both for.
Yeah, you're getting both. It's a bundle.
It's still. I should fuck Nintendo.
I again,
we still want you to pay as much as we can for.
yeah. This
Our
is what
old-ass
they do.
games.
It's like we said. They're great game preservationists for a nominal fee.
For a nominal, for an insane fee.
I was being
For a
sarcastic. with
premium
it.
fee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
New
for the
amiibos.
price of your soul.
New amiibos are coming out.
Okay, no, it's probably worth more than that.
Yeah. Actually,
I
that's
just want that.
I'm not using it.
I sold that for a sandwich yesterday.
Mario Tennis Fever. Did you guys see this?
I did see the Mario Tennis.
That looks real. I've never been interested in a Mario Tennis game, honestly.
So I've actually always really liked all of the Mario sports games.
Mhm.
Mario sports games are like the best sports games. Besides like Looney Tune sports,
Yeah.
which was also really fun. I don't know why. I mean, you add cartoons to the sport, it instantly becomes better.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of like features that they're throwing in here and a lot of new stuff that I don't know if, well, it's new to me. I don't know if there's like these game modes that have been in there before, and story modes, and I don't know. It looks really cool. I might actually have to buy a Mario Tennis game. So,
I mean, yeah, all the Mario games are Mario's, like Mario Strikers, the
Mhm.
soccer one, and Mario.
yeah, I hear they're great. I've just never been into them. So,
And Mario Golf.
mm-hmm.
All of those were like fantastic. They've always been good.
Yeah. And then,
For somebody who doesn't really like sports games,
yeah.
give or take, but I don't know. I used to like the football games quite a lot until they started being just like
Over realistic.
aggressively monetized.
Oh, no. Once it got realistic, I was like, whatever. I just want it to be fun.
No, I could deal with it all the way up until the moment that they were like, "Oh, here, you have to pay for characters now."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's not happening."
I mean,
So I stopped playing.
I kind of understand that. I would understand it if more money went to the actual sports balls players. Because I mean, one little mistake and
Well, that's why
they're out.
That's why they
right?
get paid an insane amount of money
Yeah. Well,
to begin with.
they can be paid an insane amount of money. Some of them do not get paid very well.
I agree with you all the way up to college.
I think even some of the professionals don't.
College ball kids don't really get much.
They get screwed over really bad, though. Yeah.
Yeah. So in that front,
because
I'm all for it. Like,
yeah, because often the rules they're a little more lax than in professionals. At least when it comes to safety. I think that's been changing lately, though. But yeah,
people like to watch college ball though because those kids go for like broke because they're trying to get a career.
Yeah, exactly right.
So they go for broke, and those kids get hurt all the fucking time, and they don't get compensated for that shit at all.
Yeah, no. Next up, we got.
I do agree. College football games should like contribute to that. Pay them rights.
Well, they're not. Are they in like NFL games? I don't think they're allowed to, right? I don't think they can do
college
that.
Kids, no, they have college football though. They have college football games.
I thought that was illegal. I thought they're not allowed to do that.
What do you mean?
I thought there was like something having to do with I don't. It's some monetary enticement like rules that were set up that wouldn't allow them. It might not be for football. Maybe it's for some other sports. But yeah, I thought there was something that was preventing college students from being in video games because it's like exploitive. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
I mean, I've played college football games.
Yeah, but do they have like actual players?
I thought so.
I don't know.
Maybe not. Maybe they're just like fake names. But like all the players had names and numbers, and you were like recruiting kids to your school.
Huh. Yeah, no, that's just what I always thought. I thought I remember reading something about that, but I could be wrong. Okay, so Super Mario Brothers Wonder is getting a Switch 2 edition, which includes a meetup at Bella Ball Park expansion. It is a paid DLC. I don't think they listed the price. That's coming in spring 2026. Depends on how much extra content they're throwing in there, but looks like it could be interesting. A really cool thing, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. It's definitely a kid's game, but the art style looked really cool. I think it might be a pretty cool game. But it looks really simple, so it makes me think it's really geared towards kids. And it's Yoshi.
Yoshi's Island was not for kids.
When did you play it, Christian?
Last week.
Like in my 20s.
Really?
I think so.
That was the first time you played it? Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I never played it. Then I had.
Well, you asked when the last time you played it, not when the first time you played it was.
I just said when you.
I guess I was like 6, like maybe in my teens, like early mid-teens. Because I had one for a DS that I played.
Yeah.
But like the original Yoshi's Island. Yeah.
Okay. Still think it's for kids, though. I mean, I think Mario's for kids.
The game was hard as shit.
A lot of people think that all video games are for kids. So.
That's true.
Shut your mouth. Well, those people are, they are right to have an opinion. That's wrong.
That's their free. They're free to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They're free to have the wrong opinion.
That's what America's all about.
That's true.
Freedom.
Then we had Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream, coming spring 2026.
This looks dumb.
It looks hilarious.
Harsh.
Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be silly. Like, apparently the Tomodachi Life experience is like, it's really funny. It's unique on the whole. I guess, cozy sort of game, city builder sort of stuff. And like some of the stuff that they had in there looked absolutely great. It looks like it's right up my alley for the humor. So I can't wait to check that one
I heard
out.
some people were upset. I remember seeing something about people being upset by the Tamagotchi game.
Not Tamagotchi, Tamagotchi.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, we need a new Tamagotchi game.
they did put one out, and it was
Yeah, apparently that
really
thing's like
bad.
super simplistic. But yeah, no, I'm not talking about Tamagotchi.
okay.
Tomodachi? I don't know how to pronounce it.
Then I retract my previous statements.
Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection coming to Switch and Switch 2, along with Final Fantasy VII Remake. What else? There's something else in particular that I want to talk about. Dragon Quest VII. Oh, that's right. Virtual Boy. Virtual Boy coming to Switch online service February 17th, 2026. You're going to
So
need...
they finally admit it exists.
You're going to need a special accessory to get the stereoscopic 3D effect. It will work with Switch and Switch 2. There is a just straight up cardboard put up to your face version, but there's also one that is in the style of the original Virtual Boy. So expect to pay like $100 for that for your
Oh yeah, for sure.
for your
$100. if you're
weird.
lucky.
Yeah. But they're gonna sell it because it's gonna be nostalgia inducing. Even though, God, were they horrible games to play.
Yeah.
We'll
As someone who was an owner,
I wonder if they're
one of
gonna
those.
fix any of the visual issues that cause people to get sick.
like the double layering.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get sick off of them. Like, it was always fine for me. So,
I didn't get like sick, but fuck it A if my eyeballs didn't hurt after like a short amount of time. Which is why I didn't like it and ended up not playing a lot of it.
Yeah, that's fair. The last thing is, you know, the little flowers from, what's it called? Mario Wonder. You guys play Mario Wonder at all?
I have not.
There's these little talking flowers, and people either love them or hate them, and now Nintendo is selling them as a physical item. They'll, I guess, randomly talk to you, or you can press a button on the front to get a voice line. So I see Nintendo selling more physical products. Silly dumb physical products.
Well, they're like Lego. They're like Lego collaborations have been really cool.
Oh yeah, they have actually. Those have been awesome. But yeah, that's all of note I got for the Direct. There's a lot of games that they actually mentioned in there too. A lot of other games that are coming along. So check out the Direct yourself for that list of games.
Yeah, do your own research.
Yeah.
I told you the interesting things. Yeah, that's all I got, Ben. That's all the news.
That's it. That's all, folks. All right. Shall get into our weeks?
Sure.
I guess I'll go first this time, since both of you went first last time. What am I doing? Silk Song. Played some more of that.
And
So I've only played a few more hours, and I will say it is noticeably more difficult than the first Hollow Knight. And the reason why I say that is because, for those who don't know, I have psoriatic arthritis, and some games hurt the crap out of my hands. Like, I almost couldn't play Mario Kart. I wouldn't be able to play it if they didn't have the feature where you don't have to hold down the go button. Having to do that was becoming a pain, and now if I try, I just can't do it. But I can only play Silksong for about an hour at the most before my hand really starts to hurt. It does require a lot more quick and precise movements. So this difficulty spike that people are talking about, I 100% agree. It is a lot more difficult than the first. Now I enjoy that. I wish it didn't hurt my hand. Because I am having a lot of fun.
That's the problem nowadays, isn't it? I get that way. I have to switch between doing games with my controller or doing games with my mouse. And then just not doing games.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm just like, oh, I'm not gaming right now because it hurts too much. Which, yeah, I mean, it sucks. It's life. I want to try to start looking into other ways to game that'll be a little bit more accommodating. And I've noticed that, like, it's usually controllers that will hurt my hand more. So I might need to play Silksong with keyboard and mouse, or keyboard.
I find I can play longer with my keyboard.
Yeah, same here.
Than I can just.
Yeah, because thankfully I don't have carpal tunnel.
My last controller was even worse because it was like a Super Nintendo controller, and like it's modded. It's molded a little bit different to be a little bit more ergonomic than it originally was, but not enough.
Yeah,
not enough.
Yep.
Because that controller hurt my hand after like an hour of play, no matter what game I was playing. I also started developing a Nintendo Thumb again for the first time in years.
Yeah.
Because of that controller.
Yep.
But we fixed that. Now I just got a normal 8-bit DOE wired controller. That works great. It's a bit more ergonomic, but yeah, after a while it still hurts.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Getting old. But yeah, I mean, honestly, the atmosphere of this game, it's way better than Hollow Knight. Like, I think Hollow Knight had a really good atmosphere, had a lot of good stuff going for it. But the sounds that the creatures make, it gives off this creepy vibe. But there's like areas that are, the greener areas that I've come across so far, like it makes you feel a little bit more welcoming. But then like I said, there's the creepy enemies that are around, and some of the stuff that you see in the background, and just the landscapes. Yeah, there's just some good stuff to it. It's super enjoyable. Yeah, like I it's one of those things that where if you like platformers, you like difficult platformers in particular, yeah, it's something that I think should definitely be checked out. I feel like this was really made with a lot of care, attention, and love to get just right in terms of visual style, enemies, the gameplay, the audio.
Well, I think they had some pretty lofty expectations to try and meet.
Oh yeah, and I think they met them. I think the only thing is that they maybe did make it too difficult. But again, if that's something that you're excited about, and I'll admit, like, I like difficult games, yeah, I think they did a really good job. So
that honestly has me a little worried. I played some Hollow Knight, and Hollow Knight's difficulty was this, like, to me, this perfect balance of it's difficult, but it's not overly challenging. None of its stuff was like overly stupid on what I need to actually do.
yeah, I mean,
So that has me a little worried about this one if so many people are having that issue with it.
I think you'll be
the other
okay.
one was like perfectly. I thought the other one was like near perfect as far as balance goes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things where I appreciate it because, like, in Hollow Knight, a lot of the basic enemies, they didn't really bother me. Some of the basic enemies at the very beginning, in Silksong, they take a bit. You might get hurt a little bit. Like, you don't feel like you can't have your guard up pretty much in any battle. But also the first handful of bosses in Hollow Knight, I beat them first try, no problem. In this, I've had multiple deaths. Actually, no, I think the very first boss fight I only died once, but every fight after that so far, boss fight, I've had multiple deaths. So like I said, I just based off of that, I feel like it is that much more difficult. There's parrying and timing that you just got to get down, and it just takes some practice. The game, it really leans on like you having patience. Like you can't just go in there and fight, which Hollow Knight did. I mean, that was a big thing. I felt like, yeah, you just can't like go in and try to kill everything right away. You gotta study them for a little bit. Just try to avoid attacks until you understand their attacks if you want to succeed. But I feel like this does, Silksong takes that up at least a few more notches. So yeah, like again, it is more difficult, but I think it fits in a really nice, comfortable spot. So yeah, I kind of hope that they do roll back the difficulty stuff that they had before, and either just create a lower difficulty, or like I said before, tell people like, hey, there's a mod out there. If you want to lower the difficulty, like look at this person's stuff. They did great work. I think that would be cool for them to do.
Yeah, that'd be cool too.
Yeah. Other than that, other than that, I picked up Out of Space. Play that with Angeli this week. It's kind of like I guess Played Up, kind of like I guess I don't want to like. So basically, let me just tell you, you're on a ship. You have to pick up items, take them to different places to clean up rooms, and aliens can be spawning in some of those rooms, and you have to take them, grind them up, and collect power-ups and build out your space ship with all the items that you get that will help you to clean up the room, or sometimes you just need food, so like you can pick up a plant and start watering it, or find a bed or a couch to sleep on, because you got to watch that. So you have these stats that you have to watch out for, but it plays a lot like Overcooked or Played Up, and it just kind of has that overall feel. But yeah, you're the difference is you're cleaning up a spaceship, and like the enemies can be pretty tough. You can die pretty easily, I gotta say, but it's a pretty fun little game. Might have to try it all out sometime if y'all are interested. I'll have to send you a link with that. That's Out of Space. You can get it on the Switch, and Steam, at least I know of. Switch does not have crossplay, even have online play. I can't remember, but Steam definitely does have online play. So, and there's also couch co-op.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool game. I liked it. And I think that's really it for me. Haven't really gotten to watch anything new or no new movies or anything like that. So, yeah.
So here's what you do. You secretly watch Alien Earth.
Hey, we're getting close.
Sky wants to take forever.
She just wants the whole
And then
thing
you
to
just
be out.
then you just have to
Then you watch
act
it.
Yeah,
then you just
exactly.
have to act surprised on all the parts. Easy peasy.
Oh, there's an alien in this. Oh,
Yeah. See, exactly. I would have just assumed that Andrew just watched it.
oh, the alien comes to Earth in this one. That's crazy.
There's 2 more weeks left. Like, not even.
It's 2 weeks too long, man.
It's 7 days, actually. The 20.
So start
8 days,
watching
8
it.
days.
So start watching it. By the time it ends, it'll all be done. By the time you get to the end,
Do
that
you-
episode will be
I'm
out.
sorry, do you know Ryan?
I do, and I know that that's a lie. But
Yeah.
come on.
We're gonna, like, okay, so the last one will be out the 23rd. That's towards the beginning of the week. I bet you we're pretty close to the end, if not at the end, for the podcast in 2 weeks. So. I'll try to get
That's
it
too long.
in 2 weeks, okay? I'll try to make sure that we watch it all in that first week.
It's too
That way
long.
we can talk about it sooner.
It's too long.
So is that what you've been watching? Are you going next? Is that what's
No.
going on here?
Andrew, you want to go?
Yeah. So, Alien Earth's been really good. I've been watching that.
Yeah, it has been really good.
got back to the story this week after their really good standalone episode last week, and yeah,
Okay.
it's going really well. Keep it. I don't want to spoil anything, except for like the. I mean, I guess I mentioned earlier that the alien comes to Earth. And if you hadn't figured that out from the show title, then I guess I did spoil that for all you. Yes, that is the premise of the show.
I'm so upset right now. You have no idea.
The twist is there's actually several aliens that have come to Earth. It's not just one alien.
Oh, well, yeah, now you've deceived me here on a big level, or they have, because I expect when there to be multiple aliens for it to be called aliens.
Well, there's only one of each kind of alien.
Ah.
'Cause that's how they got around it. That's how they were able to cheat you.
How do you pluralize a plural?
I don't know.
I remember.
How does anybody anything, really?
Maybe it's only with specific words. Anyway, sorry, continue.
Yeah, Alien Earth, super good. I mean, I think
Did
that's
that.
about all I've watched. Well, I mean, and we watched, me and Christian watched the new, finally got to watch Weapons. Weapons is badass. That movie's dope.
That kid who plays, that guy who plays Smee in Alien. We haven't spoiled anything, so. But Andrew should know who I'm talking about.
Why did you
Yeah.
say that?
What about Smee?
Yeah,
Means me?
Smee's me. That guy is really, really good at playing like a kid.
Oh yeah, he's like amazing at it. Yeah, the guy must have like kids or something, because he's just knows how to act exactly like a kid. It doesn't just seem like an adult actor pretending to be a kid. Just like really doing a good job. I believe that there's actually a child soul in that robot.
Yeah.
Good performance. Yeah, that guy's knocking it out of the park. And then yeah, Weapons was super good. If you like horror movies, check out Weapons. Also,
Weapons
if you
is
don't
good.
if you don't really like horror movies, probably check that out too. It's not really all that scary. But it's certainly like in terms of scares and gore and stuff, it's pretty entry level. There's a couple maybe a little bit gory bits, but it's a pretty mellow movie.
Okay.
Yeah, it really is. There's a few gory sections, but
yeah, really really good. Very enjoyable. If you haven't watched Weapons yet, I mean, it was blowing up anyway. Everybody knows about Weapons. Maybe, I don't know.
it was all over in the theater.
It had a very good theatrical release. Yeah, it was everybody was enjoying it. Well received, but out on streaming now. So if you don't want to go to the theater, you can just watch it at home. Like me, I hate going to the theater. So
Yeah, that's why we waited.
yep.
If there was one movie that would have gotten me to go to the theaters, it probably would have been that one.
Yeah. Well, probably not still, though. I hate going
Well,
to the
I
theater.
didn't. I obviously still
Yeah, I
didn't
waited
go.
on it. Honestly, I mean, it probably would have been worth going out to see it. It was very enjoyable. Good job to that guy from The Whitest Kids You Know. He made a really good movie.
Zach Krieger?
Zach Krieger. Yeah. Or Krager. One of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, knocked out of the park.
Again.
It was supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be the guy we got. It wasn't supposed to be Josh Brolin. It was supposed to be Pedro Pascal. And I'm kind of glad that didn't work out because, first of all, Pedro Pascal's in like everything. He's just really getting sick of seeing the guy and stuff. So it was nice to see someone who isn't Pedro Pascal. But also Josh Brolin did a really good job. It was just cool to see.
Yeah, Josh Brolin's great.
Great performance from Josh Brolin.
I think everyone did really good. As far as performance goes, that movie was a damn good movie.
Let's see. Other than that, I'm playing a lot of No Man's Sky still.
Yeah.
There was a lot of stuff that had come out before the like update pulled me back.
You still adjusting to it, or finally got it?
I mean, there's still just like a bunch of stuff to get and check out and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I mostly got the hang of it. Now it's just like seeing in like the multiplayer hub, seeing people with spaceships that I've never seen, and being like, how the fuck do I get that spaceship? And I pretty much covered all of that too. Oh, and I found a really cool spaceship while we were since the podcast has started. I'll have to show this off to Christian. He'll like this one. Found a cool Sentinel ship.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if you got the stream pulled up or anything. If you can see,
I do not at the moment. I'm still dooming
get
it.
back to my ship. Doom.
Doom.
I'm still going through the first Doom game, and I'm sucking bad enough that we haven't really made it that far in this.
I'll have to show you. I'll have to show off the ship to you later. What the fuck is this thing? Oh, that was that was a bit of a running gag in Weapons. Was every character going, what the fuck?
Nice.
A lot of what the fuck in that movie until you get to the third act, and then they kind of just explain everything.
Yeah, they do such a good job.
Yeah, super fun. honestly, like I mean, I don't know if I'd necessarily call it like a horror comedy or anything, but there's a lot of laughs in that movie too.
That's
Oh,
why I
really?
think that
Okay.
guy's just he's really good at like adding a sense of levity with comedy in his horrors. And it's most of it's pretty subtle. Some of it's, obviously funny, but I think he just does a good job of sprinkling that throughout his like otherwise could be very depressing.
Oh yeah, well I mean yeah, it does like it lightens the mood a lot, yeah, and just
Mhm.
like yeah.
What could be a very oppressive movie. It can
Yeah, because otherwise it kind of would be. I feel like even more so than Barbarian, like Weapons wasn't afraid to like bust out the humor and even like go full on into it. I'm talking about like in the third act when James keeps getting knocked out, and getting back up again. Like
yeah.
that would like that like they went full on into the comedy at that point. Whereas Barbarian seemed a little bit afraid to get like too much into. I mean, Justin Long brought some levity to the movie after the first act, but this shit gets pretty serious for him too pretty quickly. And then it's mostly pretty heavy for the rest of the movie. Whereas this one was just like not afraid to just be like just completely goofy. Just basically put a whitest kids sketch in the middle of the movie.
Yeah. Well, I think it's important too because that movie has like the kids in it. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of tension writing.
I mean, well,
And
it's like it's been pretty, it's pretty dark subject material. It was like 17 missing kids.
Yeah, add some brevity to the situation.
But yeah, I think that's about it for my just playing No Man's Sky. I played some Magic yesterday with Christian, who cheats.
I didn't cheat.
Then how did you win?
Barely. Is how.
He was a traitor.
It was barely.
He did a traitor sneak. That's what he does all the time. You can't trust him. Did you trust him at all?
Played some Magic. No, I didn't trust him.
Okay, well that's
I mean,
good.
you knew that we played Magic yesterday.
Yeah.
It's been cool. Been really fun playing Commander. But yeah, that's about all I've been up to.
All right. Two littles.
Yeah. That's my name. Don't wear it out.
Oh, I got him.
Nailed it. Yeah, I had a week. Also watched Weapons, which I found absolutely fantastic. If you it's a really good like folklore horror, which I'm totally into. I had a blast with it. No wonder it did so well at the theaters. All makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, good movie. Alien Earth has been awesome. Just watch it already.
Felt pointed.
Not just to you. Just
Okay.
if anyone who hasn't watched it, just watch it already. Ugh. No, especially if you liked Alien, it's too good. Even basically one of the episodes is an Alien movie, like an hour-long Alien movie, but hits every beat that an Alien movie needs to have. It's perfect. Let's see, what else did I do? Also played a lot of No Man's Sky this week.
What's that? Never heard of that game.
It's just a small indie game. Small little space sim. And I think that's what I'll give it. I think it's a perfect space sandbox game. You can do whatever you want in there. You want to go be a little bounty hunter, go for it. You want to go smuggle stuff like you're a Firefly, you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did the Sentinel expedition, the new mission, and that was just a blast. Although it was like really broken at the same time.
Game doesn't handle multiplayer too well.
Yeah, I think some of it was just way too many people playing all, because the expeditions all take place in like a shared area. So you play with a whole bunch of people around. And some of the smaller like space stations and stuff don't like to really function very well when it has that many people. So it was a bit buggier than I would say would be normal.
Yeah.
But it was a pretty fun and fairly easily done expedition.
Yeah.
I was able to focus pretty much on that without having to like pull myself apart or pull myself out of it and collect a whole bunch of resources.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few moments where I needed a few extra little things, but not a lot. Which is nice when it comes to those seasonal things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's one of the best, by far one of the best space sims
Oh yeah.
out there.
Agreed.
Shoot. What else? Join our slavery program? No, I'm just kidding.
Can I earn
guess the
college
big thing-
credit?
Was Borderlands. I picked up the new Borderlands because I'm weak-hearted.
You're a sucker.
Yeah, I've always really loved the Borderlands games, so I was obviously gonna buy it.
Mm-hmm. We all knew it.
One of those shut up and take my money memes.
And how are you enjoying it?
So I played for like 8 hours of the game. Just to specify that when it comes to my opinion. The performance is, I do understand why some people get frustrated. The cutscenes are kind of running not great. They're running pretty low frame rate. And then other than that, it's not. I think for the most part, I'm just above 30 frames a second most of the time, with some hiccups and stutters occurring.
Are you playing at 1080p?
Yeah, I'm playing about medium settings. I'm sure there's some other stuff. Like I should probably go look at that guide and see if there's other stuff I can do. But overall, I think it's running fine enough for me to at least enjoy and be able to play the game. I'm not having any big crashes. I have had a couple bugged missions where I just had to like reload the game.
Kind of sucks, but not end of the world.
One of them didn't like start like it should have, and like I guess the key trigger didn't take place. I don't know if I was missing something, but I walked around for a while trying to figure it out, and then just reloaded, and it worked like right away.
Okay.
Then I had another one where it just got like you have to like defend an area for a certain amount of time, and it just got like stuck at like 50% and wouldn't like trigger moving on. I don't know. Again, I don't know if I was doing something wrong. I haven't had that problem since with the same type of missions. But overall, I like it. I like the new Vault Hunters. I think they have like similar style to that of 2. I don't know them very well yet as characters, so I can't tell you who I like the most. I chose a Siren.
Siren
seems to be
always
a
solid
summon.
choice.
She's like what's kind of cool about her, she's the first like Siren to have summoning. She can either have like a permanent one of her trees is like a permanent companion that can follow you. The other one is a couple of like temporary duplicates of yourself. One is like a Reaper version of you. The other one's like a gunslinging version of you.
Okay.
That's what I'm rocking. And they can take. They use like the element you're using. They also have elemental damage increases, which is kind of why I'm using them.
Yeah.
But they do other little cool things like increase your. Currently, they increase my like. One of them increases crit chance. The other one increases my like health regen. When they're out. So that's kind of cool about those. The other skill tree is like an Eldritch Knight. Looks like you get to use like Eldritch Tentacle things. It's weird. I haven't used it yet. I was gonna respec and check it out and see how cool it was or not.
Yeah.
Play around with respecing while it's early in the game.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, it's still cheap.
Yep. Yeah.
The open world is okay. It seems to be playing a lot like other open worlds, which has me a little disappointed. Where you, like, there's a lot of like the same type of markers, and you just go to those locations and either find the chests, defend the area. A lot of like do the same things that I'm a little worried about. But it has had a bunch of side missions. I've done a few side missions that have been somewhat silly. The bad guy, the main villain guy, definitely seems more ominous, and so far laid out nicely. We'll see how he plays out. But other than that, it's pretty typical Borderlands fun. Collect a bunch of loot. They made loot more important or more meaningful. I have yet to get any legendaries, but the purple gear is like really powerful sometimes. Like some of it has like attachments and stuff that just can drastically change a weapon and make it way better. So they seem to have added some more like purple means a lot more than it did in 3.
Yeah.
And
which was a big complaint.
And legendaries are way more rare. Which is true. I mean, it isn't like I played for 10 hours, but in 10 hours of Borderlands 3, you can have like 3 legendary weapons. It was so insane.
Yeah.
The amount of legendaries they gave you in that game. Replaying bosses seems a lot easier. There's like a little Moxie replay machine that you can just like restart the fight with, which is nice. You don't have to like turn off games, do stupid stuff anymore. So a lot of improvements. I hope that the stuttering issues and stuff get fixed. There's seemingly a lot of fun, like customizable things you can do. I'm constantly unlocking like customization parts for even stuff I don't have yet. Like I have I have a few vehicle parts, but I have yet to reach having a vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because I just took my time after the tutorial mission. I was like, oh, cool. Places to explore. And I've just had fun exploring since.
That's fair.
Doing side missions and stuff.
Are the side missions as good as before?
So far, the two I've done haven't been like all that impressive in any way. I did one where one of them was kind of silly. There's like an animal that you end up finding that has like he's like hooked into a like spacecraft teleporter ship that usually deposits like the soldiers down.
Mm-hmm.
And you follow him for a minute, and he's like one of the animal species, but he has like a big old brain attachment thing. And you learn that like that species is actually like super intelligent. They just can't communicate. And so he's trying to get his like people out of there.
Mm-hmm.
So he's abducting all the cattle. But the cattle are super hyper intelligent. Just no one realizes it.
Okay.
That was one of the first ones, which was a silly little mission. Another one was, it actually seems to be more with them following some like crazy cult leader who keeps popping up on the radio, and is somehow involved in this like crazy murder that I ended up stumbling upon.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that I ended up committing.
Well, I stumbled upon that murder after the murder I did.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I had to commit murder to find the murder scene.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. As one does in Borderlands.
Yeah. It's silly. I like the psychos in this one are called Rippers because they've ripped out this like surveillance thing that was like embedded in their spine and brain, which is why they've gone insane, because doing that can make you go insane. So fun little explanation on the new psychos that you're dealing with. So far so good. I think it's all right.
Okay. Sweet. Well,
Let's see. I think that's about it, really. I haven't done too much else. I won a Magic game for the first time.
You did. You cheat.
There's that, and everyone says I cheated.
I didn't say you
Well,
cheated.
Nobody said that but me, honestly.
That's true, but you do keep saying it.
I do keep saying it though. Everyone else was thinking it pretty hard. I bet.
No, that was a good win, though. I won with 1 life left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the close one.
Yeah.
Zenoa couldn't. She was really trying to do one more bit of damage to me, and just couldn't get that one last little bit of damage.
Mm-hmm.
It was rough. It's hard to watch. Just that look of defeat in her eyes when she realized she wasn't going to be able to get that one extra damage in.
Yep.
Yeah, looking around, hoping that maybe you saw something that she didn't.
Yeah. That was a close game though. That was good. Like that. Those close games are the best ones.
Yeah.
They're not close for me. I got pooped all over in that game.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a rough one. I got knocked down to having like no health like right away.
Holding on by a thread the whole time.
Yeah.
Just please don't kill me. Please.
Don't notice me. Don't notice me. Don't notice me. I'm not
I'm
here.
already dead.
I'm not here.
And I win.
I'm not here. I'm not here. Don't worry about it. Not here.
The fly under the radar technique. You gotta use
Yeah,
it sometimes.
I was trying my darndest. And it barely won me the game. But it gave me the win. So the rest of you guys are losers. Andrew?
I did lose every game we played yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was mostly a Zoe day, right? She won 2 of them.
Yeah, she'd win 2 of them. Honestly, I was just glad to see her lose the 3rd one.
I know. She would have swept it. She would have never
Would have never heard the end of it.
Yeah.
Can't let her have that. No, it's good times for that. I'm glad I wasn't sick this time, so I could actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
And go to it and not have to pull over right away on the way there. Get sick on the way.
Nope,
That
nope,
sucks.
right out of it.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else. I think that was my week.
All right. Nothing too crazy for us, but still not nothing. Had a little bit. Good weeks.
I think we get a little crazy.
But dancing is forbidden.
Oh, that's too crazy.
Yeah.
Dancing is forbidden. Dancing should always be forbidden.
All right, sweet. Well, we shall end it there then. Good talk. Good stuff we covered.
I think so.
All the
That was a good
things.
show.
Yeah, so
You don't have any stupid games?
any what?
Stupid games?
What do you mean?
You had us play that stupid game last
Oh, that's right.
one of those
No,
times.
no, not this time.
I like that game.
Well, I
Yeah.
did too.
I like that stupid game.
Me too.
I'll try to do one for next time.
Okay.
Some more stupidish. But yeah, well, let's give a little thank you to Wyatt Funk, King of Fighter, My Softball 99, and Alvin for joining in on the chat, even if it was just to say hi.
Oh yeah.
Always love it when people
Hi
stop
back.
in. Yeah. Keep in mind if you have any questions, anything you want us to comment on, we can do that as well. But I think that'll do it for us today. What do? We got the Twitch. Find us here on the YouTubes.
There's a
You can find
website.
our you
Yeah,
find
it's a
our-
website,
our
classicgamerbrain.com.
Discord.
And on our Discord, which is at discord.classicgamerbrain.com. Find all the links in the description down below and the thingy mabobs and whatnots.
Hit that likes. Hit that subscribes.
Yeah, we
Subscribe
usually
to our podcasts on your favorite thing.
do the show Sundays at 11 now. 11 to 1 or 2. Somewhere between there. Sorry for the technical difficulties today. OBS was being a pain in the ass.
OBS.
Yeah. It's all OBS's fault.
It is always OBS's fault.
Not always. Sometimes it's my fault, but OBS does give me some
Like,
difficulties.
I tried to give you an easy win.
Hey,
and
I'm not here to be dishonest. I'm here to give what the people want.
we're not here to be dishonest.
No. Are you?
That's a goddamn lie. I can't.
No,
be-
yeah, me neither. Not. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I should also do the music. All right, cool. Well, now that we know where we all stand, let's get the fuck out of here. We love you all. Have a good eve.
Bye.
Bye.
the end of the show. I'm so sad it's the end of the show.
You know, one of these days I think I'm gonna put together a mega mix of all your singing.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna.
Yes, do that.
I have the ability.
Nuh-uh.
Let's approve of this.
Oh no! Bye, everybody.